Guys, I am not a femboy. I am not a femboy. Thank you. Hello everyone, it's me, DementedGastlyVT here with another Minecraft video. No, it's just me, and I'm doing another Toll Drama thing. I know you guys are so tired of it, because, you know, this is the content that you hate so much, but, anyway, let's get started. So this is Let's Fix It, the Love Triangle and World Tour. Idea submitted by Daffy the Crazy Gamer Duck. These are some names. You guys have some names, that's for sure. So I asked, quick question, do you still want it to happen, or do you want me to write it out in a way that makes the season still flow? He said the second one you said, and I said K. So also, I still think it's crazy that one dude's saying that he's over the LGBTQ. Is all. No hate, just over it. I don't know, there's something that's just really funny about that, because it's like, how are you over a group of people? Oh my lord. I'm overseeing them. Oh, so all the straight stuff that's shoved in your face 24/7 doesn't make up for it? Okay, I see. So now, Daffy the Crazy Gamer Duck, thank you so much for replying. So what we're going to do is start off here. Okay, so we're starting off by getting rid of Duncan and walk like an Egyptian. However, we have seen enough of Duncan. Duncan has won a season. Now, he's won a season, and he is also came 4th place. We are done with this character. If they try to put him into any more scenarios now, they'll probably hurt his character. Luckily, we haven't done that yet. We are the writers in the writer's room, my dear friends. And today we are saying no. No. We are not letting that happen. No. Clap. The clapping was for my hands, by the way. Okay, so we get rid of Harold, we get rid of Bridget, we get rid of Lashana. We don't have to care about any of this shit until we make it to IC London, where we do the one thing that they didn't want us to do. Get rid of Team Amazon's plot armor. I know, terrifying. They had been building up this Gwen and Courtney relationship the entire season. But what I think they should do is, by fixing this, we're also going to fix a little bit of Ezekiel's plotline, because if you know me, every single time I make a what if, I have to fix Ezekiel's plotline in some way, shape, or form. Now, we decide to let Ezekiel win, which keeps everyone in the game. Noah fans, you are saved. You are saved. Because Chris is like, there's no elimination tonight, we're just including this half-feral Ezekiel. Next, we move on to Grease's Pieces, in which nothing crazy happens, but we do have Cody winning the challenge, and we get rid of feral Ezekiel right here. However, due to the fact that he made it a little bit farther and had a little bit of social interaction, he doesn't feel like he has to go out. Nah, I'm just kidding with you. We make it to the X-Files, where Ezekiel has kind of showed off that he can talk with people. He's kind of talked with all these characters so far. All that is happening is all good here. And what we do is, for the X-Files, we get rid of Tyler, as normal. Alejandro realizes he can manipulate Ezekiel too, and Ezekiel in his strengthened feral form is much better for Alejandro right now, because unlike Tyler, Ezekiel is actually coordinated. So, we move on to Picnic at Hanging Dork. Ezekiel obviously has perfect skills for being able to grab these sheep and all that sort of stuff. However, that does not matter because Team Chris loses and we get rid of Owen here. Now you may be wondering, why do we get rid of Owen here? Now, remember how Owen had enough screen time in both Season 2 and Season 1? Because he, like Duncan, he won the season and then he got 4th place. Remember? 4th place, like Duncan did. See where I'm going with this? This is the perfect time to get rid of them before merge. And give some more characters extra time in the spotlight. Now, Tyler didn't get any, but that's because we legitimately needed to get rid of someone here after Icy London and Grease's pieces. And we showed off Cody's moment, but in this case, we're going to have it so that, Cody heard something about Heather and Courtney trying to, find a person to get rid of. And, in this case, he heard Gwen's name being mentioned in the people to get rid of along with his. And so he decided, I need to win this for both of us. And so he won. Hold on, let me just... Okay, sweet and sour. Owen and Duncan are seen eating chocolate chip cookies. Okay, we built Gwen's face. Except in this case, we don't, but we do get rid of Gwen here as Courtney, as, let's see, as Heather and Sierra both vote for Courtney, Courtney and Gwen both vote for Heather, or, let's see. Okay, so Cody, who gets hit on the head with the cannonball, votes for Gwen accidentally while trying to vote for Sierra. Sierra and Heather vote for, Heather and Sierra both vote for Gwen. We get rid of Gwen here. Now, it's a little bit easier than it's a little bit harder to think about than the time when Cody does get, when Cody does sustain the damage from the Picnic at Hanging Dork. But actually, hold on. Now that I think about it, we could get rid of Gwen here due to Cody's injury. He votes for Gwen. Sierra and Heather were talking about it. So we get rid of them there. And then we get rid of Owen and Sweet and Sour because Alejandro does not have any need for him. We have a semi-feral Ezekiel going to the merge here. Let me just... I forgot to make this. I gotta admit, I was a little bit rushed to do this, and... Well, not a little bit rushed, but... You know, I have the time restrictions and stuff, and... I'm a very anxious person. So, we have made it here with all these characters. all these characters. So we put Cody and Sierra together. We have... I think this would be an interesting pair. We put Courtney and Ezekiel together. Then we put Alejandro and Heather, and we put Noah and Blanley, where Blanley has to carry Noah because Noah has no arm strength. But we have Feral Ezekiel and Courtney here, and we have some interesting interactions for them. Obviously, with Ezekiel apologizing for being mean to her and her being super self-righteous or whatever, and feeling like she can manipulate him. However, the only problem here is Courtney gets out here because the winners are Heather and Alejandro, because they know a little bit more, or wait, no, so we have Noah and Blanley because Noah's a know-it-all, and then we get rid of Courtney here because she has had a lot of good moments, and we made it to merge with her. She doesn't have to win. She's not going to win. There's no way she's going to win. And here we have Chinese Fake Out with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 people left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Boom. We have our 7th here, so we're gonna have back-to-back-to-back eliminations unless we get rid of 2 people here. So we get rid of Blanley here because, let's be real, we need to get rid of her at some point, and it's not gonna be that big a deal. And then we move on to American Lang Safari. Okay, so actually we have it so that it's a complete tie with Ezekiel and Blanley being voted. However, Ezekiel wins the tiebreaker, and Chris says that since we're going to keep it in that... We're going to keep it in that Chris has a inherent bias against Zeke. He's been trying to work against Zeke this entire time. He gives Ezekiel a challenge which is specifically meant for him to lose and for Blanley to win, but due to Ezekiel's own intelligence that Chris inherently doesn't really care about or know about in the first place, Ezekiel wins this. Meanwhile, Blanley, who has not as many brain cells, does not win. So Chris says that they're going to hunt Ezekiel down, as he is still partly feral, which Noah, Cody, and Alejandro object to because they're not really big fans of it. Sierra just takes up the slingshot like, hell yeah, brother, America! And Heather just doesn't care either way. But Alejandro's like, this doesn't feel right. Even though he is a psychopath, he still can see when things are kind of wrong. Or a sociopath, I think. Psychopath or sociopath? I'm not sure which one he would count as. But due to Ezekiel being captured, he is eliminated here, to the objections of Cody and Heather saying it's not really that fair, which Ezekiel finds to be extremely heartwarming. Meanwhile, Alejandro, Noah, and Sierra don't really care, but Heather, who was cheated in the first season, tells Ezekiel that he tried his hardest and that he definitely should have been kept in, which he finds very heartwarming. Next we have Rapafui, in which we are going to get rid of Noah due to Noah acting like a know-it-all, bragging about how he's going to win. Cody obviously wants to keep him in. Sierra remembers, or Alejandro remembers Sierra about the fact that Noah kissed Cody's ear, and so she decides to get rid of him. Heather and Cody don't really do anything, but Heather's like, whatever will keep me in the game, so she votes for Noah as well. We get rid of them here. We have Drumheller, where we get rid of Sierra, and then we have the same finale. Which usually, I would admit, I don't really like the fact that Alejandro had an ending. But I've seen some very interesting videos lately, which have kind of like had me on the rocks. I gotta admit, I still like the idea of a Cody-Heather ending because it's hero versus anti-hero. Sort of anti-hero. Maybe anti-villain. And then Alejandro getting third place because I love me a third placer, but I saw their argument for this. So how do you like this? Think it's pretty good? We get rid of the love triangle entirely. All the stuff that they had mentioned in action, we leave that to be ship bait, okay? We leave that for the fans to pick up if they want to. We do not make any specific notions in this season that these two would get together. Gwunkin is not a canon thing. Because obviously this entire thing is such a horribly written, especially for two sets of characters which were both kind of pulled apart in action. Two couples that were pulled apart in action. One character left to rot, and then all three of the other characters suffer due to this. With Gwen forever being known as the boyfriend kisser, Courtney becomes more of what people usually dislike about Courtney, and Duncan, ever the sexist, goes on a huge... Oh, I don't want to even talk about it, dude. Thinks he's a player, but really is not. Thinks that he's a bad guy. What people liked about you was not that you were a bad to the bone dude. It was that you didn't care. What was cool about you was that you didn't care, Duncan. And I think we all can agree on that. What was cool about him was that he did not really care. And that's what makes everybody chill, to be honest. Because how do the nice, cool kids usually make it far in school in popularity? Probably just due to the fact that they're chill and they don't really care about popularity too much. Other people just want to hang out with them. Like the Z type of people, you know? They're popular because they're just chill. And for Duncan, he's cool because he doesn't really give a crap about what anybody thinks about him, and sure, he threatens people or whatever, but like he's got a soft spot, and though he only tries to hide it, even though he tries to hide it a little bit, it's not like too bad, you know? Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to go outside after subscribing and liking the video, and hitting that notification bell. And Cody, please, sub-season Cody, please, for the love of God, please, 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 please. I need you to do the thing. Please. Turn your notifications on, man. Make sure to go outside, compliment someone's hair, and make the world a little bit of a better place. Bye-bye!